Specialist here with another episode of my Call of Duty analysis, and today I have Modern Warfare 2, the third game of, I believe, the Call of Duty series, well, the main latest ones, and this one is going to be an interesting one because, in my opinion, Modern Warfare 2 was probably the worst of the Call of Duties made so far. And yeah, this game I'd played like probably 7 games, and this is the best I got, and I didn't feel like trying anymore because I just got fed up with the game. I didn't like it very much. When I first started playing the game, you could see how the improvements I made. Couldn't really tell anything was out of balance, out of whack, or anything. I mean, there's a few things you could notice slightly, but it wasn't exploded at the time, and I thought the game was actually really good. I was having fun with it. And this is, ironically, the game I probably played the most out of any of the Call of Duties, because I had friends that just played this a lot, and I actually had a clan on here, and this is the only one I've had a clan, and it's my least favorite of all the Call of Duties, and I did the most on it. But let's get into the reasons why, what pros this game had, which there are few, but not a ton, and the cons. The pros, this game did do good with the system of advancing the kill streaks, but the kill streaks were out of balance. It was too overpowered, too easy to get stuff, and it's just kind of it's bad. It's good that they added an advancement, but it's bad because it's balanced. That's pretty much the name of this game. They added good stuff that could have been great, but everything was just not balanced. A lot of the perks, they advanced the perks, added new stuff that you'd think was great, but it wasn't balanced. Commando, one-man army, and people just found all these ways to just use the system and destroy it. Commando, you just run around with a tack knife, commando, lightweight, and marathon. They've just abused that. And then, I mean, I like knifing and all, but that's overpowered by the maximum. And then they have one-man army and noob tubes, and I forgot what that perk was. It makes explosive damage higher. And they had nothing to really counter that. I mean, the explosive damage, they added some kind of thing to replace equipment, but nobody ever used that. There was no point. That's why they should have added a perk instead. But half the things in here, they had no counterbalance to, and if there was one, it was one that you wouldn't want to give up something else just to have that. It just would be pointless. But noob tubes were overpowered with the one-man army, and one noob tubes just by themselves are overpowered. The game made too many advancements too fast. I mean, they think COD 3 to COD 4, they did a lot of advancements, but you could tell they took their time better with that game. This one, they just kind of threw a whole bunch of stuff in a pot and hoped it did good. But it failed horribly. I mean, it was good for a month or two, but when people found the flaws of this game, they just abused them, and it made it the worst game of all these. And I believe if you put Modern Warfare 3 in place of this game, the exact same game, I would think Modern Warfare 3 would get some hate, but it wouldn't be as bad as Modern Warfare 2. I would think it made a lot of advancements, and it would be decently balanced. Modern Warfare 3 is a decently balanced game, which they did, from this game to that game, they did fix a lot of the balance problems. And in the release of Modern Warfare 3, they fixed the balance problems. That's why I don't understand why Modern Warfare 3 gets so much hate. This game has so many more bullcrap things. Quickscoping is overpowered. I mean, Modern Warfare 3 is kind of... Oh yeah, it is kind of overpowered, but most of the stuff that they added in Modern Warfare 3 isn't overpowered. It's just... I don't know. I guess Modern Warfare 2 put the frame of mind that you're going to get killed a lot of bullshit ways, and you do still, but it's not as many as this one, because they still have Last Stand, noob tubes, one-man army. They have a lot more in this game than they do in Modern Warfare 3. That's why I believe this game is probably the worst of the three. I do randomly have fun with it, but I don't take the game serious. I try to like force myself to get a decent game in this one. It was so hard. Everything in this game just pisses me off. I don't know why. And Modern Warfare 3 and all the other games gets me mad sometimes, but this one, just something about it bugs me. I don't know why this game bugs me out of all of them the most. I don't know, but this game, let's see, some more pros. Sniping was decent in this game. It's probably the second best of the series. It's still, I'm tired of hit markers. I wish they would just, if you shoot anybody in the upper portion of the body, I think you should get a one-shot kill, unless it's in the hand. But that was decent. Spawns weren't good. They're better than Modern Warfare 3's, but they aren't good. None of the spawns are. I really can't think much. They added the nuke. That kind of backfired on them. It sounded like a great idea at the time, but it kind of, since it was so easy to get it, it just kind of took away the fun of it. Because, I mean, everybody, I didn't get a lot of them because I never went for them. I didn't really care for them. I played Search a lot in this game, but it was just so easy for people to get nukes, and it just stopped the game. It kind of just threw everything off. Just the great idea that went wrong. They kind of fixed it in the Moab and Modern Warfare 3, which is better. It's much better than Nuke. I don't hear crap about that. And it actually takes a lot more skill. Instead of getting your Harrier, then either getting your Harrier, and then waiting for your AC-130 or your chopper gunner, or a Pavlo, and then you just wait for the nuke after you get those kill streaks. That's actually takes skill in the latest one. This one, it's just a bunch of camping. But yeah, the game could have been good. It had potential. They just did a horrible job with coming out with it. They did not test it enough. They did not go through everything enough. It's like they wanted to do a ton because since COD 4 was so great, instead they just threw a bunch of stuff in a pot and brewed it together, and it made this crap. This game had so much potential, they just didn't put the time in to make the game. But that is my opinion on this game, my pros and cons for the game, my analysis of it. And again, please, this is the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and tell me anything that you think I should do wrong, anything you disagree with me, or anything. So thank you again, and goodbye. Peace.